Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. If you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing to my channel. We're on the journey, on the road to achieving 10K subscribers, and I believe we can do it with your help and support. For those of you guys who don't know who I am Lady Visionary. I relocated from the UK and now I'm living in Rwanda with my husband and two babies. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, quite a handful, but yes. Guys, as you enter, please do smash on the like button. Please do smash on the like button. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Those of you guys who've been with me for a while. I've had quite a number of new subscribers as well, so I just want to say thank you guys so much. Welcome to the Visionary family. Who do we have in the building? Who do we have in the building? Like this topic, like guys, this topic is very necessary, very necessary. Don't go away, right? And yeah, the topic is power outages can be a real pain in the backside. Like who feels it knows it, right? Who feels it knows it. So guys, let me know where you're listening in from. Make sure you smash on the like button if you're ready for this. I'm just gonna go all in, right? And I felt like it was important for me to talk about this because there's so many challenges that the diaspora has to consider regarding their move to the continent. And I believe that, it's an important topic, and a lot of us will be getting very frustrated if, when we're sitting in the dark like half our lives on the continent. Let me know what you think. Like, do you think for you power outage is a significant thing? Would you not care about it? Like, let me know your general thoughts in the comment section, because a lot of us who may work online and things like that, power outages can really affect the way that we work, our productivity, and so on and so forth. So let me know, would it be important for you moving to the continent for you to have consistent power supply, or would you be able to navigate your way in the dark? Let me know who we have in the building. Guys, hello and welcome. For those of you guys who are new and you don't know, I do offer consultations for anybody interested in relocating or doing business in Rwanda. It's pretty affordable, and these usually occur via Zoom, so you can check out the description bar and get in touch with me if you're interested in a consultation. Big shout outs to David. We were on a consultation call today, and well, it was the end of the consultation call and the power just went out. So yeah, but thankfully we got everything covered in the consultation, and he had his full session, and then yeah, the power just went out and I was just like, oh my god, really? And I thought, you know what, this is something I definitely have to talk about, because like I know a lot of you guys out there, and even me when I was in the UK, I never experienced power outages in the UK. I don't know if you guys have experienced it. Listen, you guys who are listening in from America, have you ever experienced power shortages? Because yeah, in the UK I have never experienced power shortage. And so I'll talk about my experiences in Rwanda, and also the current situation in Africa as a whole. And, it's just something to consider for those of you guys thinking to move to not just Rwanda, but just thinking about moving to the continent. How important is it for you, and what strategies do you think would need to be in place if you were to move to the continent? I have had to strategize with regards to, power outages and how I would deal with that. So let me know who we have in the building. And then we're going to wait for a couple more to join, and then we're just going to go straight into it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you have any questions relating to the topic, or you have anything to add, let me know. Please let me know. Okay. Right. So who do we have in the building? We have Queenie. Guys, I'm squinting. I'm really sorry, but yeah, like I was getting ready for this live, and then as I was like trying to get all dolled up, power went out. And yeah, I was like, I don't want to put my any contact lenses in, and I've got the ring light on, so I was like, it looks terrible with my glasses. So I am squinting a bit, so please just like bear with me. And yeah, I had to cancel the other live because as I was about to go live again, the power went out. Like literally, as I was like, "Hi," yeah, the power just went out. I was like, "Oh my god!" So I had to cancel that one and then do this one. Okay, right. Let me just maybe pull that a bit closer. Hello, guys. Got quite a few of you guys in here today. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining this live. Thank you so much. And then, guys, I'm going to tell you, some of you guys may have heard the story I shared before about the power outage experience that I had in Ghana, right? But stay tuned if you really want to know about like it. I guess this is going to be kind of a little bit of ranting, but also thinking about potential solutions going forward. So we have Queenie in the building. Funny enough, that's what they used to call me when I was younger. Like that's a nickname for me, Queenie as well. Queenie saying, "Hey, Lady Visionary, hello, 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 hello." Natasha B's in the building. Natasha from Georgia. Hey, Natasha, I remember you. You supported baby Shimway. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We've got Rob C in the building, and I must talk about baby Shimway before I get into this topic as well. Just a pause. So a couple of days ago, obviously, I came on live. Yeah, I came on live, and I was telling you guys about this baby that I met. His name is baby Shimway. He's 3 months and, well, 2 weeks by now, and he lost his mother during childbirth. And this baby was just presented to me, and I felt like I could not just ignore his situation. So I have been fundraising for baby Shimwe for like nappies, milk, and so for books, toys, and so on. And the aim is to provide a sustainable solution. He has been like adopted by a 25-year-old young lady, which I know. I really want to support this baby, and I said that I would use my channel to try and help his situation. He's from a very, very poor family, and yeah, whatever we can do, let's do it for baby Shimwe. Some of you guys may have seen the photo of me and baby Shimwe on Instagram and also on my YouTube community tab. So guys, if you want to support, you can do via PayPal. The details are going across the screen right now. Just reference baby Ishimwe. And I'm working on a video with baby Ishimwe so I can share his story here on the channel, and yeah, do what I can. And hopefully you guys can help me help baby Ishimwe. He's a cute baby boy, and yeah, he's only 3 months and 2 weeks, and he lost his mother during childbirth, and his mother also left behind a 3-year-old as well. But yeah, so yeah, that's baby Shimway, guys. If you find it in your heart to support, you can do also when I'm live here via super chat. Just make sure you reference baby Shimway. I would really appreciate your ongoing love and support with that fundraiser. And we have Rob C in the building saying, "Hey, Lady Visionary." Hey to you as well. New breed. Hi. We only experience power shortages in USA when there's a terrible storm. Oh, right. Okay. I understand. I've never, guys, seriously, I've never experienced power outages in the UK. Okay. Since learning about power outages, must pivot and adapt. Exactly. Exactly. We've got Esther in the building. Hello, Lady Visionary. It's nice to be here after a while. So thank you so much for joining us. New breeder says, "Can you get a generator?" I'm going to go into that in a sec. Queenie, yes, it's a name I was given. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I do like that name. DC's in the building. Hail up, Lady Visionary. Oh, I never missed you. I never missed your live. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. Steve is in the building saying hi and welcome. Esther, I am pleased to know that you have taken it upon yourself to address our great concern regarding inconsistent electricity supply in land Africa. God bless you. God bless your courage. Thank you so much. DC, my question is, why are the power outages in 2021 and why are there power shortages in 2021 and what are the leaders doing about it is perplexing. We're going to go into that. DC's saying, Lady Vision, how did you and your family enjoy Xmas in Rwanda? I'll just answer that. Me and my family, we don't actually celebrate Christmas. I stopped celebrating like about 8 to 10 years ago. I would go into that, but I felt like uh, Christmas was basically just too materialistic and it was just so much stress. Like I used to be that girl who, would have the house all decorated, like the whole shebang, and I'll always have a Jamaican breakfast. Like it was just great. But then, yeah, I felt like it was just a lot to do with it being so commercialized and very materialistic, and then you end up broke for the new year. Like I'm like, no, I'm not about that life. So I did stop 8 to 10 years ago. So yeah, we don't actually celebrate Christmas, but on Christmas Day, actually, we were on our project site. We were at the farm. My boys, my 3-year-old and my 2-year-old, were learning how to milk their cows on the farm. So my husband was actually teaching our boys how to milk cows, and that was a very interesting experience. They loved it. They were very focused and engaged. It was really fun to watch them, and it just made my heart melt, really. Yeah. DM is saying, Muraho, Lady Visionary, your brother from Burundi based in London. Best wishes for you, your new year. Thank you so much. You too. Muraho, Murakazaneza, which means welcome. Because someone sent me a comment saying like, you need to say more words in Kinyarwanda on your channel. So Muraho, which means hi, and Murakazaneza, which means, I guess, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome to my channel. So I do understand, I am understanding Kinyarwanda a lot more, because yeah, you have to be able to understand a bit of Kinyarwanda, just some basics to be able to navigate your way here in Rwanda. I've spoken about this a lot on my channel, the fact that, that can be a barrier for a lot of the diaspora. So you have to be willing to learn bits of the language. So Stephen is saying, great work you're doing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So guys, let's get into the topic, which is power outages can be a real pain in the backside in power outages in Africa. Let me just give you a bit of a backstory. So the first country on the continent I've ever visited was Ghana. That was my first time on the continent. And my first time I spent 3 months in Ghana, right? I spent 3 months in Ghana, and yeah, there was frequent power outages. But for me, I loved Ghana, and like it was almost like, was it every other year I kept going back, and I'd spend like up to a month. But there was this particular year that I went to Ghana, and I was staying at was it a hotel? Yeah, it was a hotel in Osu, Accra, Osu, right? And I was eating was it a sweet sap or a sour sap? I cannot remember right now, but it was one of them. I can't remember. It was a sweet sap or a sour sap. And I grew up in Jamaica, so I love sweet sap and sour sap. So I was passing through the market, and I found this fruit that I ate in Jamaica, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I had my meal and then went back to my room, and I was eating this fruit, and then the power went out, and the fruit was, to me, the fruit was just so sweet. It was so good, and I was like, it just took me back home, to when I used to eat that fruit as a young girl growing up in Jamaica. And then I carried on eating this fruit, and then in the dark, guys, I carried on eating this fruit in the dark, and when the power came when the power came back on, and I had this fruit in my hand, and I looked at the fruit, there was like worms. There was worms in this fruit, and basically I'd digested, like, because I'd eaten like half the fruit already. So I digested, sorry, I had eaten all these worms from the fruit that I was eating. And I tell you, my heart sank. I dropped the fruit immediately. And I was like, what is going to happen to my stomach? I was just so concerned, guys. Since then, I'm not telling a lie. I've been traumatized to eat in the dark in any circumstance, right? I will not, I'll put down the food, because I'm thinking, guys, like, what have people eaten in the dark? Because, like, that's just not safe. And I've never, since that time, that from that experience, I have never ever eaten in the dark. Like, no. I dropped this fruit and I went and laid on my bed in Osu, Accra, and I was just like, God, I was just I was just feeling so disgusted, to be honest. So yeah, so that was like one of the major experiences that I've had with power outages in Ghana. And at that time as well, this was about around, oh God, last time I was in Ghana was that 2017, yeah, and I started going to Ghana from 2010. So yeah, we'd experience a lot of power outages in Africa, and people would have to be using like generators and things like that. And I used to be like, isn't this expensive, having to use these petrol generators? It actually is very expensive if you do the research. But anyway, traveling across the continent, what I noticed is, there's a real crisis with regards to power outages across the continent, actually. And it's just an ongoing issue. Even some countries, you can spend like half the year in darkness, and to me, that's like, I can't cope with continuous darkness. I was speaking to my husband about this because I was telling him I'm going to go live about this topic. And funny enough for me here in Rwanda, I've been coming to Rwanda since 2014. And in Kigali City, which is the capital of Rwanda, I've never experienced power shortages. But people tell me, yes, it has happened. But for me personally, I've never experienced power outages in Kigali. However, now most of you know that I'm in the northern province of Rwanda, here in Musanze, and on average, I'd say that we experience power outages at least once or twice a day, right? But the stints that we're in the dark, it's like maybe between 30 minutes to an hour max that we're in the dark, right? But I feel like the power outages are quite frequent, and I was just thinking about the impact that it can have. As I said, I was on a consultation, and then at the end of the consultation, when I was rounding up, the power just went out. And this does have an effect on businesses. It has an effect on the GDP. It damages equipment, those businesses that operate using fridges and freezers and things like that. I can just imagine the impact of the power outage if those small businesses don't have a generator and things like that. I'm just like, how do these people survive? And sometimes when the light just goes completely out, you're just like, right, where I am, I don't have a generator, so I'll just be like, okay, let me just lay down for 30 minutes to an hour until the power comes back on. But it does have a significant impact on, as I said, your overall productivity. And it's just something to consider, because I mean, as I said, I was talking to my husband about this, and he was telling me that when he was a boy growing up in Rwanda, you couldn't go a day without there being power outages for long periods of time. And he says that right now it's a big improvement to where when he was in Rwanda as a boy. I don't know whether it's because obviously coming from Europe, I don't experience that power shortage, or I've never experienced power shortages in Europe. So I'm like, I know that I will have to kind of adapt, because it's not just a problem in Rwanda. It's a it's a crisis on the continent. You know, 1 in 5 people have access to electricity. By 2050, about 40% of Africa would have full access to electricity. So Africa still has quite a long way to go. And I'm thinking also about those people who are, that they need to really think about the countries that they want to move to, and what the power supply is like. How frequent will you be in the dark? Do you have online businesses that rely on you having you know obviously relies on you having electricity? Will you need to, wherever you're staying, or perhaps you're buying a property, will you need a generator? What sort of renewable energies can you think about? Having solar power is quite important. If you're in a country that the power is frequently going out, that can be quite frustrating, because I know at some points where I'm just busy, I want to get things done, and then the power goes out. That can be quite frustrating, because as I said, where I am right now, I don't have solar power. And so this is even led me to think about my future projects, like the diaspora building project, that when that's part of the plan is to have solar power, to have a backup generator in case of power outages, because it, as I said previously, it does have an overall impact, even on your mood sometimes, because you're like, I need to get this done. Like, why is the power going out right now? You kind of get frustrated, and even some people can end up like giving up on Africa, because they're like, what is this? What is going on? So it does require a level of patience. You have to adapt what strategy you're going to put in place, if you don't have access to, if the power goes out, and, what will you do? What will you do? Yeah, so for me, it's all about solar, and it's all about having a backup generator, which can be expensive, by the way, if it's like frequent power outages. But here in Rwanda, we only spend short periods. When the power does go out, it's for short periods. But you can just imagine, if you're doing something, if you've got something planned, then that can definitely be frustrating, right? And yeah, I just also remember in Ghana, when I was in Accra, experiencing, I don't know what the situation is like now, but I just remember, like, people complaining about, it's melting for their businesses and things like that. So, it can be pretty damaging for businesses. And as I said, it does have an impact on the overall GDP of that country as well. Here in Rwanda, they're trying to definitely reach the rural areas, so the poorer communities. They're trying to reach them to bring them and give them access to electricity. But overall, when you look at the statistics, Africa still has a long way to go, because a lot of its people are in the dark. A lot of its people are in the dark. And if Africa's to progress and Hi, guys. I'm so glad you guys have stuck around. But the day I've decided to talk about power outages in Africa, it's just the power is just going out 1,000,001 times. And so, guys, I guess this live is not going to work. But yeah, I just kind of connected to a hotspot because the main electric source is gone. And so I'm sitting here in the dark. I just connected to my husband's phone to let you guys know that this is not going to work, because the day I decide to talk about power outages and the frustrations of it all, the power keeps going out. The power keeps going out. So I am going to round up, guys. I don't know, maybe another day. Maybe another day I'll talk about that. Guys, yeah, the power has gone out, and I'm using a torch on another phone so you guys can see me in the dark. Oh, guys. Well, guys, I'm really sorry this is not working out. I've got limited internet on the other phone that I'm using, and I've just had to connect to the hotspot there. But guys, how frustrating is it that the power keeps going out? I know the Reg company in Rwanda has said that there has some disruptions with the power because there was some theft of the infrastructure. But regardless, like, we do have power outages like at least twice a day, as I said, but they're not for lengthy periods of time, between 30 minutes and an hour, but still a pain, guys, because as I said, when I'm trying to do consultations, when I'm trying to do my lives, when I'm, yeah, the power just goes out. Yeah, also I know they're also doing some construction work on the lines. So that's another issue. But yeah, Rwanda have plans to improve the power supply. And as like my husband was saying, when he was a boy here in Rwanda, they would spend like every single day, they will spend hours. So this is a massive improvement to what he went through when he was a boy growing up here, even in Musanze. So yeah. Um, so guys, yeah, it's just not working out. It's not working out. Maybe I have to try another day. But for today, where I've decided to talk about power outage in Africa, the power is just keeps going out on me, so it's not working. So I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate you, but I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for all the love and support. If you can, please support baby Shimway. I've got all the details going along the screen, and I will also have the details in the description bar. You can support via PayPal, or you can reach out to me via email, projecthealtha@gmail.com, and let me know how you'd like to support, different ways you can support. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you again hopefully in the next one when the power outage is not so frequent. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate all the love. Take care, guys. Take care.